Welcome to ISE's Equity Index Weekly Outlook, a weekly outlook on ISE and other industry indexes, hosted by Patrick Seresna, a derivative market specialist and investment manager with extensive expertise in options and the broader derivative markets. ISE trades options on more than 15 proprietary sector indexes, as well as broad-based indexes and a variety of licensed benchmarks. ISE continually enhances its trading systems and develops new index options products to provide investors with the best marketplace and investment tools to trade smarter.
Hello and welcome to your ISE Equity Index Outlook for July 18th, 2011. This is Patrick Seresna. As always, we start off with a chart of the S&P 500 using that SPDR exchange traded fund symbol SPY. Last week we were talking about the extent of that rally that we've seen in the S&P, and that at some stage we were going to get a consolidation back, but so long as it held above the 130, 131 level, that in fact it could still remain bullish. Well, really we've seen now almost 4 straight days where the bulls have actually consolidated and held the support lines at the 130, 131. The first part of this week will be very crucial, because if this area of support is held, then the bulls will use this 1 week consolidation as a springboard to do another attempt to retest the previous highs, even as high as 137 on the upside later this week. In the same regard, if the early part of this week brings any legitimate break of that 130, 130 area on the downside, then we have to consider the whole scenario that the market still has to retest its previous lows one more time before banging in the lows of the summer. Next year, we're going to take a look at the ISE U.S. Regional Banks Index, which is symbol JLO. And the regional banks continue to be one of the weakest sectors within the markets after an attempted rally back towards our 24 focal point up above. It gave back the entire rally attempt and is now consolidating back down on its major supports in the 22.5 to 23 area. If this support line gives out on the downside, there still could be one more leg lower in the regional banks. A break of the support line would probably come with an S&P breakdown. If we don't see the S&P breakdown at all, then we may see this 2250 support line hold and the regional banks try to chop back up towards the 24 area. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE Syndex, which is symbol SIN. This is an index of all the casino, tobacco, and distiller companies. We have an index that is now consolidating along its previous highs and almost at a 52-week breakout. And really at this stage, the bulls have done a pretty good job to contain almost all sell cycles. Really at this stage, so long as oil price action remains above the 134, 136, even if we start off with a little bit of a dip on Monday, long as the bulls dig in and reverse it back up, then the Syndex may be one of the first indices to actually make new 52-week highs here. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE Home Builders Index, which is a symbol RUF. And the home builders have really gave it back last week with a really deep consolidation lower. While it certainly doesn't feel very good to see that the home builders coming off this fast and this hard. But so long as they come and retest the previous lows and don't make lower lows, there is still a chance that they'll be banging out a bottom somewhere along these levels. So while there's no denying that there is very clear technical weakness here and a downtrend that is still the primary trend in place, we're going to try to remain optimistic that the support lines will start holding over the next 40 cents lower. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE Natural Gas Index, which is symbol FUM. Had a very bullish pop on Friday and continues to remain in a relatively bullish environment. Overall, the entire consolidation that spanned over April, May, and June has really been contained, and really we've stopped making lower lows now. So at this stage, there is room for the natural gas index to start becoming bullish. Any real good breaks above the 135 to 137 level will really open the window for a whole new bull trend. Finally, I want to take a look at the ISE Mini FTSE 100 Index, which is a symbol UKX, and we saw the FTSE make it all the way back to its 52-week highs that it put in anywhere from January to May, but it almost immediately rejected, and now as we're traced back, it keeps poking its head below our 585 focal point support down below, but it still has a chance early this week of reversing bullishly on the upside. But the longer it takes it to actually reverse and get back above that support line, the greater the likelihood that there might be a retest along that 575.60 support lines down below before it really starts becoming more bullish in the later part of the third quarter. That was your ISE Equity Index Outlook. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For more information about Patrick Ceresna and to sign up for free index options trade alerts, visit www.optionsource.net. To learn more about ISE index options, visit us at www.ise.com/indexoptions.